the only one that thinks Davido's new album is trash?
Well, Davido's new album is not totally trash. You understand? Because I like Davido for one thing. Davido is the only Afrobeat artist that really carry Afrobeat on his shoulder, and I'll tell you why. While other Afrobeat artists are trying to carve their niche out of Afrobeat, Davido stays an Afrobeat artist, and he talk about Afrobeat wherever he goes. Burna Boy is doing Afrofusion. Rema said is doing Afro rave. They say Charlie Poppy is doing Afro Puto. They say one other guy I'm watching the other day, Ayo Map, one artist, he was saying that he's doing Afro Adura. But regardless, Davido stick to Afrobeat, which means Davido is actually holding on to the culture without being distracted. That's what I like Davido for. You understand?
Yeah.
But talking about the 5th album, here's my opinion. There are 3 things here. Number 1, where is Boy Chase, the new artist that Davido just signed? I was expecting that Boy Chase will actually be on this album because it would be an avenue to promote him.
Exactly.
So why did Davido not include in the album? Maybe he signed him after recording all the tracks in the album. I don't really know. Now, number 2, we are tired of Chris Brown.
I thought nobody was actually going to talk about this particular thing.
Why will Davido always feature Chris Brown on all his projects, and why will Chris Brown always feature Davido on all his projects? In fact, they should form a group.
You never can tell.
Davido and Chris Brown Square. You understand? Because this is it, right? This is the bad thing about this. If I should say Chris Brown right now, this is what I'll tell him. I'll tell him, Chris Brown, please stop working with Davido in features. You people can work behind the scene, but people are tired of seeing the both of you together. And the bad thing about this thing is that it makes Chris Brown lose value in Africa.
Yeah.
When Ed Sheeran featured Fireboy, it was a big deal. Like, wow, a whole Ed Sheeran. Everybody was surprised. But if Chris Brown featured any artist in Africa, I'd be like, Chibi is Chris Brown. Which simply means that Chris Brown had automatically watered down his value before African, because when you make yourself available too much, you start losing value. People don't respect you anymore. You know, Davido himself is a very available person. Davido is the only artist that you see everywhere. It's available everywhere. You go for any interview. Now he had made Chris Brown look like him. Now Chris Brown have no value in Africa again. So I think Davido should stop working with Chris Brown. And number 3, some features on this album are not necessary. I think Davido did not pick his international features wisely.
Okay.
This album is a good Afrobeats album, but international standard, I don't think the album actually meets up to that standard.
Why do you say so?
Davido was actually trying to make the album meet that international standard, but he failed. Let me tell you why. For an album to meet international standard, there have to be a varieties of genres. Different genre, R&B feel, reggae feel, Afrobeat feel, a mixture of every genre. The fusion of